Good evening, students. Today we are going to learn something new in history. Yesterday we were starting the lesson Vijayanagar and Pamini kingdoms. Today we are going to continue the lesson. Before that, we was just recall the yesterday's topic. In our last class, we were learn about who are the founders of Vijayanagar and what are the dynasty of Vijayanagar Empire. There are four dynasties in Vijayanagar Empire, that is Sangama, Saluva, Tuluva and Aravalli dynasties. Yesterday we learned briefly about Sangama dynasty and Saluva dynasty. Today we are going to learn about Tuluva dynasty. In Tuluva dynasty, Krishnadevaraya, who reigned for 20 years, was the most illustrative ruler of the Tuluva dynasty. His first step after ascending the throne was to bring under control the independent chieftains in the Tungabhadra river basin. After succeeding in this effort, his next main target was Gulbarga. The Pamini Sultan Muhammad Shah had been overthrown and kept in imprisonment by his minister. Krishnadevaraya freed the Sultan and restored him to the throne. Similarly, he forced a war on Prataparutra, the Gajapati ruler of Odisha. Prataparutra negotiated for peace and offered to marry of his daughter to him. Accepting the offer, Krishnadevaraya returned the territory he had conquered from Prataparutra. Krishnadevaraya, with the assistance of the Portuguese gunners, could easily defeat the Sultan of Golconda and subsequently take over Raichur from the ruler of Bijapur. From this passage, we can easily understand after the fall of Saluva dynasty, the Tuluva dynasty was emerged. In Tuluva dynasty, Krishnadevaraya was a great king of this Tuluva dynasty. He was ruled more than 20 years and 20 years. He ruled Vijayanagar Empire more than 20 years. First of all, after getting his throne, he get the chieftains in the Tungabhadra river basin. Then his main target is Gulbarga. The Pamini Sultan Muhammad Shah had been overthrown and kept in imprisonment by his minister. So Krishnadevaraya released that Muhammad Shah and give his throne back to him. Then Krishnadevaraya want Prataparutra, the Gajapati ruler of Odisha. Prataparutra negotiated for peace. So he accepted his negotiation and he married his daughter. Then this war was ended. A great builder. Krishnadevaraya built huge irrigation tanks and reservoirs for harvesting rainwater. He filled the famous temple of Krishnasamy, Hasara Ramasamy and Vitlasamy in the capital city of Hampi. He distributed the wealth he gained in the wars to all major temples of South India for the purpose of constructing temple gateways called Rayagopuram in his honor. He recruited a large army and built many strong forts. He imported large number of horses from Arabia and Iran, which came in ships to Vijayanagar forts on the west coast. He had good friendly relationship with Portuguese and Arabian traders, which increased the empire income through customs. Students, keep these 3 points in your mind. Krishnadevaraya belongs to Tuluva's dynasty. He was the great emperor of Tuluva dynasty. Then he is the great architecture. And he gave many importance to literature, art and architecture. So he was always called as patron of literature, art and architecture. Krishnadevaraya patronized art and literature. 8 eminent luminaries in literature known as Ashtadigajas adorned his court. Alsani Bethanna was the greatest of them all. Another notable figure was Tenali Ramakrishna. Battle of Talikota and the decline of Vijayanagar. Krishnadevaraya was succeeded by his younger brother Achudaya Devaraya. After the uneventful reign of Achudaya Devaraya and his successor Venkata I, Sadasivaraya, a minor, ascended the throne. His regent Ramaraya, the able general of the kingdom, continued as a de facto ruler. Even after Sadasivaraya attained the age for becoming the king, he relegated Sadasivaraya to a nominal king. In the meantime, the sultans of Deccan kingdom succeeded in forming a league to fight the Vijayanagar Empire. The combined force of the enemies met at Talikota in 1565. In the ensuing battle known as Raksa Dangadi, Vijayanagar was defeated. There was terrible human slaughter and beleaguering the capital city of Hampi. All the buildings, palaces and temples were destroyed. The beautiful carvings and sculptures were desecrated. The glorious Vijayanagar Empire had cast to exit. The site of the city of Vijayanagar on the bank of the river Tungabhadra in eastern Karnataka is now called Hampi. Hampi is in ruins and UNESCO has declared it heritage site. Next we are going to learn about Aravidi dynasty. Ramaraya was killed on the battlefield and his brother Tirumala managed to escape along with the king Sadasivaraya. Tirumala moved to Chandragiri carrying all the treasures and wealth that could be salvaged. There he began the rule of Aravidi dynasty. The Aravidi dynasty built a new capital at Penukonda and kept the empire intact for a time. Internal decisions and the intrigues of the sultans of Bijapur and Kolkanda, however, led to the final collapse of empire about 1646.